Hello, fam. Electric Ghost, and this episode is Purveyors-of-DOOM. PEG-Puts-IT-In-Expansive Sound. Now, we from time to time pull out our OPZ from Teenage Engineering, and we used it to create a groove, a drum beat. And these two songs, Blue Lewd Grooves and Purveyors-of-DOOM, are flip sides of the same beat. So we took the Teenage Engineering OPZ, and then we actually sampled it using the Make Noise Morphogene sampler, and created a clip and changed the speeds for each of the tracks. We adjusted that beat. So on Purveyors-of-DOOM, we really brought it down a notch, and then on Blue Lewd Grooves, it's the original speed of the sample. No, it's actually a bit more sped up. So it's two different examples from the original sample, which we used on a previous song, and you can kind of figure out what song that might be. So we do a challenge. Send us a voice memo if you can figure out where this Teenage Engineering beat originally surfaced on a PEG song, and we will send you a little goodie like our Cancer Poem book or a WAV file or some other thing, maybe a JPEG, whatever. So try out the voice memo feature on Anchor FM. Give us your Instagram username, and then we'll find a way to get the stuff to you through Google Drive or through US mail. So the other thing that kind of comes to mind is we bringing up the Morphogene, which is a West Coast kind of sampler, Buchla style device, which a lot of Make Noise stuff is Buchla style. And one cool thing that's been going on lately is Make Noise has released the Strega, and Strega is not like the Zero Coast or the No Coast. It is actually a whole new device, and it's just really interesting because I'm just gonna look it up. It was actually created from Alessandro Cortini and Make Noise. Tony and the boys and girls were working on a brainchild of Alessandro Cortini, and he's famous for his kind of Buchla style efforts and the work he did with Nine Inch Nails. And what's cool about this device is it's not, like I said, like a Zero Coast. It's kind of an expansive sound machine, I would say. It kind of like what we do a lot of this type of stuff with our math module. Ever since we got the math module, we extended it initially by bringing Mother 32 signals into it and doing a lot of noise experiments where it gets really discordant and creates a lot of interesting stuff with the way the math module works is that you can take multiple VCA signals and run them at exponential or logarithmic LFOs, and then those things can get really fast rates, audio rates that become like oscillators, or you can use them like delays and do them as portamentos and all kinds of strange noise experiments, and you can change the nature of a percussive synth and create brand new kicks and toms and snares with it. So we use it a lot for that type of manipulation of sound. And we've been doing it a lot lately, taking in like not just the Mother 32, but the DFAM, the drummer from Another Mother, and using it. And also using it in coordination with the sampler. So the Strega, what brings to play is this kind of karaoke analog delay, and then the ability to do all this kind of wave folding. And it's not clear. I think I've heard a triangle waveform is the primary waveform on the Strega. I don't know if there's other waveforms from the wave folding that you can just get into. I know from the sound of it, you can kind of get to all types of waves. I don't know if it's just one wave that can kind of become other waves. I want to see Loop Pop or Sonic State actually review it and show what kind of waveforms you can get out of it. It's not really discussed anywhere. In any of the reviews, I've not seen a wide discussion of the waveform types that this thing can do. So I'm just interested in what it actually can do. But I can hear what it sounds like. It sounds kind of like a math module that then goes into a delay. But then there's a lot of noise. And some people have kind of said it's a very noisy synth. And some people either will like that kind of noise or they like, spend a lot of time in like modern DAW type creations. People try to EQ the noise out. I think Alexandro Cortini, part of the whole his motif is that he likes noise and he uses it. So you probably hear the blue and the pink and the white types of noise in his recordings. And this machine seems like it can easily get into a lot of noise. And some people might not like that and say, well, what's the point of that? Because I'm always trying to EQ that out. But you got to understand what you're doing is like expansive sound, like what we do. Noise is your friend. You kind of can use it and to build things up. It can add some heft or some especially when you're doing percussive type of synthesis, you're going to use noise a lot. So whether or not some folks are into that and think it's too noisy a synth or whatever. But it's just what I would also wish Make Noise would make a case for all three kind of zero coast devices they have now. Because now they have three devices in the same form. Like way Moog creates a 3-tiered rack. It would be cool if they made a power solution that would have an incorporated power supply. And in this case, and maybe even in the case, actually hook up like MIDI in, out, through in a traditional way. And that would be kind of worth the price of admission if you made a power supply system, kind of like not Eurorack, and it wouldn't be Eurorack because it's not using the Eurorack standard, but ability to have like a 3-plug power supply with one wire. I know there's a 2-plug power supply that I've seen that they've created. They need a 3-plug now because you can take the zero coast, the no coast, and the zero control. You can put them all together as one big kind of Buchla type synth. And I think it would be kind of cool to do that. Or in the future, actually build a machine that has all three in one big package and is a full synth with a keyboard. So if they want to get into that, though you could just do that yourself if you get the case and then get an Arturia KeyStep Pro or something. And then you'd have a really cool machine, which we're actually thinking of doing something like that with some stuff we found on Etsy. We found some 3-tiered racks on Etsy. Haven't found the power supply for this yet, but I would hope Make Noise is going to make one. The other thing we did, which we're going to include on this episode, is we went and did a Twitch broadcast and created a whole session, like a 30-minute session that we actually created 3 songs out of it. And we're going to include that full 30-minute session here. And we're calling that in our wisdom, the full session. We've given it a name, and the name of this session is Dead Autumn Leaves Hexvex Death Full. It's 31 minutes and 54 seconds. It has created 3 additional songs: Hollow Beauty Hex, Hexvex Dead, and then the Dead Autumn Leaves. There's the third song in there we haven't pulled out, but it's in there. You can hear it. So that we're going to include in this episode. We're actually adding it in now. And what we'd like to do is, we've talked about this before, we use SoundCloud mastering for anything less than 10 minutes. Because this is a 30 plus minute song, we use Landar mastering to do it. Because the Landar allows you to do over 10 minutes. And since this is 30 something minutes, that's what we had to use. And we broke them down into individual songs. We used the SoundCloud mastering on the individual shorter, less than 10-minute versions. So we hope that you enjoy this episode and tell us what you think of the Strega and what you think of Make Noise. We think that anybody's got a Eurorack, you're going to end up probably finding the Morphogene or the math module initially to be your central control hub. And then you'll get into something like the Morphogene because we can do it. And then some of their stereo processing Eurorack devices are really cool. And before the Strega, before the Zero Control, they had the Rene sequencer, which is a really awesome sequencer, which we thought about getting a lot. But since the zero controllers come out, we'll probably be less apt to get a Rene. And we'll probably get a zero control. Now, if you have a Eurorack, the Rene still fits within the Eurorack form, and so it makes a lot of sense to have a Rene. But with the zero control, it just seems to be a little bit more like a keyboard, more like a Buchla device, where the Rene was its own thing. So, hope you're into what we just discussed here, and we are going to continue expansive sound today. We're going to work on some stuff. We've had some issues with the last couple of interviews with Anchor FM. We're hoping that there's not a problem with the system. We're going to be interviewing a band from Australia today, and as long as there's not a problem with our foreign friends, then we'll have that interview today. And I will just tell you who we're going to interview today, so you get a heads up. We're going to be talking to the Safety Word, a duo out of Australia, and hopefully that interview will go as planned. If not, we might do a video podcast with them as an alternative, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you very much for listening to The Ghost, and as always, please become a supporter of the podcast through Anchor FM. Sponsorship, you can do it at 99 cents a month, and that's $12 a year, or through the PayPal me link. Thank you for listening to Phantom Electric Ghost.
nights, just dead like all day. Why you gotta be such a precious teen? We're all crazy, poverty on your sleeves, just like all day. When you gotta be a teen, when you gotta roll like a moon, or when you gotta be such a squeeze, such a squeeze between the shades. When you gotta be such a dirty man, why you gotta be falling like an old dead rock? Dead like a falling train, dead like a girl like me. Why you gotta be dead like a phantasm, just like Miss Josephine? Dead like a formerly, dead just like me, between the silk sheets. You try to get a reaction from me. Don't you know I'm dead like an old man? Don't you know I'm phantasm, dead like a fallen tree? Beauty's hollow. Beauty is hollow. Her beauty is materially hollow, it's shallow in depth. But they're beautiful, silky lyrics. Beauty is hollow, it drowns in the depth. Like a lady, that untorn wretch. Hollow, it's just like sex. Beauty is hollow, it's like that, dead. Just like that little fetch that left me. They am pretty much wrecked. Beauty as a homo, like empty sex. Depths that drown shallow. Don't you know you got back? Don't you know you got back by that little guy? You're like that so-bad lady. Oh, yes, she pretty much got that back. What she does to you beneath the sheets is more than a act. You know you can get scared of that little death. It's just one time, and go back. One time with that lady and you're pretty much a mess. One time with that player beauty hollow is more than a wedding dress. down with that lady. I calmed her down. Coming down with that lady. Down toward fuck. Pretty much red. One down with that lady. And I felt laying back. One time with that lady. And you might give it. Put me down on the head. Beauty is a hollow. Especially with this man. Well, beauty is a hollow. Can you think I forget? Yeah, that fuck, okay. You think I forget? My beauty is dead. Hello, beauty is mad. Very much talk to me there. Very much talk to me that friend. Very much talk to me friend and they're dead. You don't know that. It scared me like a friend. It scared me dead. Talk to be with me then. I'd rather talk than get a little hair. Oh, beauty is dead. All the beauty of the pretty man. All the beauty got you back. How come all your lovers call you well-fed? All your lovers call you well-fed. Hey, Daddy, got a new trick on you, Rick. How come all your darling call you well-fed? I call you the best. And then I'm dead. I call you Bill. You're my little Bill. Hey, dirty darling. Daddy call you Miss Deb. Hey, dirty darling. They call you the bear. You're being no dirty next Hey, bear. Hey, dirty darling. They call you well-fed. No. I call you bear. I call you the 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 bear. You will win. I'm such a fool. Little dead. You will win. I'm such a little head. In that backwards my dream. You want dress, you miss that. Oh, your mama say that you will find. Fuck me like a mess out of my own. Or just a sonic mess because of your dude. Or just a sonic mess because of good. Yeah, just cause the fact that you're LAWD, dude. Take me when you're through. Show me that you're cool. Gonna be my dude. Gonna be my dude. You fade me, yeah, like you really want to. You fade me, yeah, you hate me, 'cause that's all you want to do. I went downtown to go and talk to Miss Brown. So you're just in and out, on and down. She put the ball back in without any frown. Oh no, I went up to town. What was dudes are always on down. They said, put the ball back in it right now. We're gonna show you how to a crowd. You hate me, rave me, like you really want to. I'm ready for all you girls and guys that wanna do a dude. It's all about doom. You can't get consumed at midnight in the tomb. You know that flower blooms at midnight in the depths of that room. You hate me, you fade me, like I know you're a dude. Show me all the love in the world and what you want to get into. It's all doom.
I know Josie's got more than enough headroom. For both the girl and the dude to come and get consumed. Come and get consumed.
Is that just you? That just cruel? Are you happy to see me? Are you just rude? Are you happy to see me? Are you happy to be cruel? Are you happy to dream me? Oh, whatever you want to do. Yeah, whatever you want to do, as long as you pop red and blue, I'll be right here all over you. Are you happy to see me? Are you happy, my dude? Are you happy to cream me? You know I believe in the crude. Are you happy dreaming? Are you happy, dude? Are you happy to see me? Is it all just reds and loads? Isn't that what you do? When you're popping red and load, when you're popping red and load, and you put it right in tune. Put it in tune. Put it in he, she, me, and you. Now when you're taking those poppers, then you're up on that dude, and you're not just another purveyor of doom? Are you just another into that analog headroom? Into that analog headroom. Are you dirty to see me? Are you dirty to be me? Are you dirty to be clean? You know what we wanna do. You know what we ought to do. No, yeah, all consumed with all this headroom. Are you happy to see me? Are you do you mean you're happy to be me? You know you're in tune. It's the fifth of June. You're in tune with the dude who wants to get over you. You're in tune with the dude who wants to get over you. You're in tune with the dude who wants to get it over you. There's more than enough headroom in the fifth in the bedroom. And there's more than a headroom and a fifth spilled over the bedroom. There's a fifth of June and a fifth spilled over the bedroom. And you know you're out of tune. You wanna get that dude. Just another purveyor of doom.
Just another purveyor of doom. The fifth spilled all over the bedroom. Just another purveyor of doom. And that fifth spilled all over the bedroom. I'm gonna get it all over you.